What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts coming to you from Coconuts in St. Petersburg. I'm booked here Thursday through Saturday. The booker's really nice to me. And it's a good foray back into stand-up because I really haven't been on stage in 2 months pretty much. I can barely remember my act. It's like a memory test or something. But I was telling a friend of mine on the way over here, I was like, most of my dreams and goals seem dead because even if I were to accomplish it, my mom's not there to see it. So it's like, why even bother, right? And he was like, oh, why are you doing stand-up? And I was like, well, it's not even about the end goal for this. It's about the journey of like writing jokes, going to an open mic, trying it out, coming back here, polishing it. There's like this process in stand-up that I like, which is why I continue to do it. It's also distracting me as opposed to just sitting at home where I write. And, you know, it's just what I do. So stand-up, I feel really grateful that I have this in my life, even though I bitch about it and I hate it and I want to quit most days. I feel very fortunate that I have this, and I feel like if you have something in your life that you can do, it doesn't have to be stand-up, then I think you're lucky too, because man, when life gets hard, you need to fall back on something, and people aren't always reliable, right? Like relationships fall apart, people die. I mean, you have to have something just to keep you going, and for me, I guess it's stand-up. By the way, I got those shows confirmed. I'm gonna be in Boca and Naples doing comedy, so if you're out there, go to Adam Hunter's show. I'll probably be out there with Adam Hunter. Just, you know, that's one of the great things about doing comedy this long. Like, you become friends with headliners, and then they can just like force you onto their shows, which is awesome, right? And I think a lot of comics, they get their breaks like that. Like, they know like huge comics, and then they start touring around, and next thing you know, they have followings. Also, shout out to Samir and Tia. Did I say your name right? Maybe I'm messing that up. For pushing me on Showbiz India's Facebook page. You know, Samir messaged me and he was like, hey, would you... Showbiz India is a TV show I used to host on for years, back in the day. And I killed it on that show. I mean, I think I was a great host. And he was asking me, would I ever go back to Showbiz India and do more hosting stuff? And I just messaged him and I was like, look, I have nothing against Showbiz India, but you constantly want to move forward in your career. Not saying, you know, talking to my phone in Florida is moving forward in my career, but I would like to do something, you know, bigger than just Bollywood TV. I think that's the dream of any comedian. In fact, I was just watching this interview with Jerry Seinfeld, who I love, by the way. I mean, his comedy is okay, but I love his interviews because he speaks with such raw honesty, because he just doesn't give a shit. He has so much money. And he was saying how, you know, he would just do stand-up and he just put everything else on hold. Like, he was so like locked in, and I know he got really lucky with, you know, a lot of breaks, but whatever you want to say about Seinfeld, the guy like went all out, you know, and it paid off for him. I mean, he's probably one of the he was the biggest stand-up comedian in the world, and he was just like, you know, when I was doing it, nothing really mattered to me, you know, aside from stand-up. And then his show came, and then he got married. But before then, he was like, I just didn't care about anything else. Like, that's how he became Jerry Seinfeld. Anyways, I gotta get driving. I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. See ya.